Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
56. 56, right there, 56. Silver.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm trying to collect. Mike 56.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. John Ross, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These two teams all tied after 1. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. Third down here.
380.
Rip right, rip right.
380.
Here's Wilson to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's our own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. We're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight down, there you go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check three, check three, check three. Hey,
now a give, right side. Muhammad, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Jackson.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jones. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 56,
the mark, boy, 56. Check, 56. Hey, here we go.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go and take the play that's in front of him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Get ready.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third.
14, Vikings 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, here's Breida. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson being chased out left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Watch out.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take it, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Mike 29. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Wilson on the keeper. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check 24.
Alert.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, defense, let's go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
6-man. Check curl.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
54 Mike.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Wilson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Wilson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room here to run. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And his kick is right there. It's good, And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Wilson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. The Vikings going to signal for their first to their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.